Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at quite possibly the most underrated build within Brawl Stars and the most underrated brawler within Brawl Stars. So before we jump into it, make sure you're using the create code. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. Alright guys, so jumping into probably the most underrated brawler within Brawl Stars right now, I'd have to go ahead and say it is a Barley. So Barley is really underrated right now, especially as a last pick in Brawl Stars. As of course you guys know by now, Power League has had 3 bans for a while, but it's just shifting even more so that last pick is incredibly strong, and especially if you just kind of don't look at like the brawlers that are really good as a last pick. So those are the brawlers like the throwers, like the aggro brawlers. So this is the way you kind of play Power League right now. So if the enemy team has that first pick, you want to be banning those really strong brawlers, you know, like Eve, for example, those brawlers that are really good everywhere. But when you actually have the first pick yourself and the enemy has that last pick, for example, you want to be banning the brawlers that can be so good as a last pick on that map. So this will come with just playing a lot of Power League and just kind of getting used to the meta overall. But you will know for sure on some maps, you can think of like Hot Potato, for example, where Barley or like Dynamite can be so strong as a last pick, because they can counter so many of them control brawlers and the brawlers that are good on that map, you know, for example, like Ruffs, Rico, Spike, etc, etc. But that's going to be the first game. Let's hop into the next one. Okay guys, so jumping into the next game then. So unfortunately we keep facing off against aggro brawlers. I'm by no means saying to go Barley when the enemy team pick like 3 aggro brawlers, for example. Of course that's going to be his biggest weakness, but still with his slow gadget he can deal pretty well against those aggro brawlers. So again, maps like Super Beach, for example, Barley used to be always meta there, especially when it wasn't like the Power League format or draft format. In competitive, you know, Barley was always that pick, because you could either flex with his slow gadget, or you could just use your heal gadget and just be such a good lane brawler. People just seem to forget the power of Barley, I believe, even myself included. But over the past few weeks, I've seen it even more so in competitive and just scrims and whatever else Power League. Barley is getting banned a lot, especially if the enemy team has that last pick. So I'm going to give you guys a few more maps which Barley is good on, but I feel like you can just know yourself, really, especially considering the meta. So Super Beach is probably going to be his strongest game mode, well, his map, for example, especially facing off against even brawlers like Ash. You can still deal pretty well with, as long as you conserve your ammo, keep your distance, use a slow gadget effectively. You can do pretty good in that matchup. You've got the likes of Pinhole Punt as well. He's always been incredibly strong on that map, but especially when you've got that last pick, he can be so strong. You've got Chill Space, which is probably the best example as well. You can literally 1v3 with Barley. If they don't have any type of aggro, Barley's going to be absolutely insane. So that's why I've kind of made this video, because he's been slept on, really. He's honestly so good. I wouldn't really say he's a brawler that requires the most skill, but he does require a bit of skill, considering you've got to conserve your ammo quite a fair bit and not waste it, else the enemies are going to easily collapse onto you. So that's always my kind of tip with Barley, is to conserve a little bit of ammo, just in case the enemies try and get up close to you. So I'm going to use my super here. BB looks like she's probably going to score here, so I've got to try and use my ammo as much as possible there. So that's a really good defense from myself. Right, I'm trying to think of a few more maps off the top of my head. In Power League, it's a little bit worse than what it's like in competitive, because obviously the competitive pool is a little bit different, but Barley's definitely stronger in competitive than Power League right now, because, you know, there's a couple of trashy maps in Power League. You also got Knockout. I won't really say he's completely the best, but other people, well, a lot of the time people ban likes of Sprout and Tick, where Barley can also be a good alternative thrower choice. So hopefully our BB is able to score here. We've cycled about 20 supers this game. Unfortunately, we're going to be losing it. Penalty kick has also been one of Barley's best maps, but that's going to be another game right there. Let's hop into the next one. All right guys, jumping into the next game then. So every single game I play right now is just against full aggro brawlers. I can't really show the true potential of Barley, especially when it comes down to Power League. The matchmaking is a little bit too long to do type of Power League videos, so unfortunately we're kind of stuck to playing on ladder, and we're facing BB, Edgar, Morse. Is literally my worst nightmare right now. So again, I would like to reiterate that don't just play Barley everywhere, don't play it into every single matchup, but definitely try him out a lot more than you have been. And yeah, I definitely would like to see you guys put in the comment section below who you think is a really underrated brawler right now. I did say a couple of months ago Lola was really underrated, but I wouldn't really say she's underrated now. She's one of the best brawlers inside of a game, so maybe Barley in the future might actually catapult himself to the best brawler in the game. We'll have to wait and see. I remember when Barley's range used to be absolutely insane. That wasn't even too long ago as well, but that was actually a really good time where Barley was like a second best brawler inside of the game. But yeah, let's see who's going to be good with this future update as well. We've not got too many days left of the season. Unfortunately, I might be away when Brawl Talk drops. If you guys seen on Twitter, there was a like a date on the teaser or whatever they put out. They always seem to do it with every single well, near the time of the end of the Brawl Pass. They always put like the date in the corner somewhere. It looks like they've actually done it again. So it looks like I think Brawl Talk is in a couple of weekends time. Correct me if I'm wrong off the top of my head. And yeah, I think I'm away on that date, so that's going to be a big rip if the update is on that date, because I'll have to try and think of something. You'll have to let me know what type of content I can cover, because obviously I can't really record when I'm on holiday, so I'll have to pre-record some other videos. Maybe I'll have to just do some blast to the past kind of videos. You guys seem to really enjoy those, so I'm hoping my teammates can just slot this one in. So that's going to be another game right there. Let's hop into the next one. All right guys, so jumping into the next game then. So I know that content on the channel has slowed down just a little bit. It's just always this type of well, it's near the time of the update cycle where content is a little bit harder to make. Think of ideas to make daily, a lot of times during the update and for the next like 2-3 weeks. It's really easy to create content daily, especially considering there's always some fresh content out. There's always some fresh things in the shop, some fresh challenges to do. There's always a lot of kind of balance changes to talk about, but right now, of course, near the end of the update cycle, it's a little bit hard to make those daily videos. That's why I've had to take a few days off as well, because it's just a little bit draining. You can just look at the content on, again, like my channel, a lot of different people's channel. It's just kind of the same thing for now, so I'm trying to different it up a little bit. I'm releasing a tier list tomorrow, so maybe that can be the start of a little bit of a grind in terms of like guides and whatever else. Let me know if there's any of those type of videos you want me to make. Of course, tier list is the obvious one that everyone is crying out for, but there's other videos I've done really well in the past. I've got the likes of the counter in every brawler. Let me know if you want to see that one. If you've got the likes of the the best mode for every single brawler, the best map for every single brawler. You've got the best builds that I could do it again, because there's quite a few different builds that are pretty OP right now. There's a lot of different content I can make, but I wanted to see what you guys want to see the most. So yeah, in this game, kind of getting wrecked again. We've got enemy Mortis, we've got a Crow who's not really the best for us to face off against with his jump, and a Daryl again. So Barley, although this is a really good map for him, it kind of gets folded by all of his aggro. So it looks like Daryl probably preserving his role here to go on in. It looks like Mortis is probably going to score here. It looks like there's a really nice stun from our Buzz, and we're quite fortunate to not concede there. So looks like the Crow is going to jump on in. Also as well, I think I've got a good video idea whenever the MSI is on. I think it's actually the monthly mid-season invitational. I was gonna say monthly mid-season invitational. You guys know all the best teams are flying out to Sweden, so I might actually do a video on that, a couple of videos on that. Let me know if you want to see that type of competitive content on the channel. Of course, I haven't really uploaded much of it, but maybe with the finals, semi-finals, whatever you guys want to see, I can cover on this channel if you guys want to see it. So should be able to find an opening here. Daryl trying to stop us going into overtime. I don't think I've really got any hope with a Barley to score here, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's see if we can keep our distance. Mortis, I really need a Buzz to go on a Mortis here, else we're pretty much screwed. We're going to throw the super on the ball. We've got a Crow jumping in as well, and looks like, yeah, this is going pretty downhill here. At least I can, okay, the Crow just broke my ankles. All right, guys, it's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Again, let me know what type of content you want to see, and also who you think is really underrated in this type of meta. We kind of got folded a little bit in this video. Just so much Mortises. Of course, you don't want to go Barley into a Mortis, but when it comes down to Power League and this sort of drafting, Barley is a really easy last pick to go on so many different lanes in Brawl Stars. So that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.